Hi Year 9, so you've all finished the last topic on trigonometry, so hopefully you're all now trigonometry wizards. What we're going to have a look at now is a mixture of things between now and the end of term. So we're going to look at a little bit of mathematical reasoning. We're not going to do all of it because some of it is not really easy to do remotely, so we'll wait for when we're back in the classroom to do that. So I've picked out things that can be done for you to have a go at home. Now today we're going to be looking at expressions, and mathematical reasoning is getting you to think a lot. So it's not necessarily methods today and the next week or so. It's going to be about how you think about things and how you can draw upon your knowledge of maths to work things out and be logical with those sorts of things. So the activity I've got for you today is an always, sometimes, never activity. Now I'm going to model it a little bit on the examples that I've got here, and we're going to look at how we're going to decide whether they're always, sometimes, or never. Okay, now if I've got this first one here, so I've got an expression 4x equals 3x plus 7x. Well, I know that 3x and 7x is 10x. So we're saying here that 4x equals 10x. Is that never true? Well, you need to think about which situation could it be true. Okay, and I can see that it would be if x was worth 0. So I'm going to put that one actually in my sometimes box. So down here I've got a little table of always and sometimes, and then the conditions that I've got. So if it's sometimes, so I'm going to put this one here, 4x equals 3x and 7x, and that is if x equals 0, this would be true. Okay, right, let's have a look at some of the other ones then. So the next one, I've got x squared equals 4x. Right, I'm trying to think of when this could be a situation that it would be true. Okay, well, I can see that it would be when x is equal to 4. Okay, so x squared, well, 4 squared would be 16, and 4 times 4 is 16. So that is sometimes true. X squared equals 4x. Okay, when x equals 4. Okay, so I've done those two. Okay, if I look at the next one. Now here I've got 2 and then brackets x plus 4, and then I've got 2x equals 8. 2x plus 8. Now if I multiplied that out, and remember I used the claw, that does give me 2x plus 8. Well, 2x plus 8 is equal to 2x plus 8. We call this an identity. Now we're going to look at identity later on this week as well. When things are completely the same, okay, we actually can use 3 lines there to explain that there. So that was an identity. That will always be true, whatever the value of x. So that can go in my always one. Okay, the next one. So here I can use the claw, or I can work out this is the same thing here. So this is 10x, isn't it? So 3x and 7x is 10x. A half of 10x is 5x, and 5x is equal to 5x. So this again is an identity. So if it's an identity, it is always true. Okay, the next one, x squared is 9x. Right, well, that's sometimes true if x is 9, because 9 squared is 81, and 9 times 9 is 81. Okay, so if x equals 9, okay, x equals 9. Right, and then the next one, minus x is equal to x cubed. Can you think of something where that would work? Now, if x is 1, then minus 1 equals 1 cubed. Does that work? No, because 1 cubed is 1, so that doesn't work. What about if x was minus 1? So that's minus 1. Is that equal to minus 1 cubed? Well, minus 1 is positive 1. Minus 1 cubed is minus 1, so that's again not true. So I cannot think of a situation where this could possibly be true. So that would never be true. Okay. Okay, now what you've got now is a worksheet to do, which you'll need to print out, or if you haven't, well, you don't necessarily need to print it out because you've got them here. So you've got 14 expressions. Okay, so you've got 14 expressions. Now on a piece of A4, you're going to create a poster and you're going to justify whether they are always, sometimes, or never true. So there's your 14 expressions. Okay, some of them will be identities. Some of them, here we've got an inequality. So you have to come up with whether it's always, sometimes, or never true. Now, the first one, you can even do it on top of here if you want to. I have to zoom in a little bit here. Right, so on this poster that you've got, you can either do it on here or you can draw your own poster. For every expression, okay, I've made it a little bit small here, you must come up with the reason and the mathematical understanding you have for why it will always be true. Okay, you cannot just plonk it in like that. Okay, I want to see the conditions that it would be. Now I wrote like because if x is 4, okay, you need to come up and show me all the calculations. So each of those 14 expressions will go in one of these columns. Okay, you don't have to have it in this format, you might do it a different way. Okay, and then you're going to take a photo, or if you've done it electronically, upload it onto assignments. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So have a go at that, upload it, and then I'll speak to you next lesson. Okay, goodbye.